Hello. Today I'll be reacting to a full album by the Zombies called Odessey and Oracle. And this is from the olden days, as I understand it. Let's see. Zombies, Odessey and Oracle, 1968. That's a long time ago. 60 years almost. Right? 2026. Yeah, it's almost 60 years old. It's 58 years old. All right, let's go into the archives of the past and see what secrets we reveal. The first track is called Care of Cell 44.
Good morning to you. I hope you're feeling better, baby. Thinking of me while you are far away. Counting the days until they set you free again. Writing this letter, hoping you're okay. Send you the room you used to stay in every Sunday. The one that is warmed by sunshine every day. And we'll get to know each other for a second time. And then you can tell me about your prison stay. It's gonna be good to have you back again with me. Watching the laughter play around your eyes. Come up and fetch you, saved up for the train fare money. Kiss and make up, and it will be so nice. Walking away we used to walk, and it could be so nice. Talking away we used to talk, and it could be so nice. It's gonna be good to have you back again with me. Watching the laughter play around your eyes. Come up and fetch you, saved up for the train fare money. Kiss and make up, and it will be so
Okay, I love it. That song is really cool. I love the chorus. I like that part, and I like the and the second part.
The summer is here at last. The sky is overcast, and no one brings a rose for Emily. She watch as her flowers grow, while lovers come and go to give each other roses from her tree, but not a rose for Emily. Emily, can't you see there's nothing you can do? Our sun is shining. There's loving everywhere but love for you. Her roses are fading now. She keeps her pride somehow. That's all she has, protecting her from pain. And as the years go by, she will grow old and die. The roses in her garden fade away. Not one left for her grave. Not a rose for Emily.
Not the rose for Emily.
Emily, can't you see there's nothing you can do? The sun is shining. There's loving everywhere but love for you. Her roses are fading now. She keeps her pride somehow. That's all she has, protecting her from pain. And as the years go by, she will grow old and die. The roses in her garden fade away. Not one left for her grave. Not a rose for Emily.
I really like that song. It reminds me a little bit of this Pet Sounds song, but just in that one harmony. Sound a little bit like Wouldn't It Be Nice? Only in that one. Rah. Or God Only Knows What I'd Be Without You, whatever. There was that one little harmony, and I was like, oh, interesting.
She told me she loved me with words as soft as morning rain, but the light that fell upon me turned to shadow when he came.
Ooh, Resolve Major.
Maybe after he's gone, she'll come back, love me again. Maybe after he's gone, she'll come back, want me again. I remember joy and pain, her smile, her tears are part of me. I feel like
Ooh.
maybe after he's gone, she'll come back, love me again. Maybe after he's gone, she'll come back, want me again. All the days and all the nights, a time just passing by, and all the dreams I'm dreaming now hide the tears that I cry. I feel so cold, I'm on my own as the night falls in around me. Night surrounds me, I'm alone. Maybe after he's gone, she'll come back, love me again. Maybe after he's gone, she'll come back, want me again. Maybe
I love that track a lot. That's so good. Major minor stuff, the little sad guitar ballad, and then all the suspended Oz.
Do you remember summer days just after summer rain?
Okay.
when all the air was damp and warm in the green of country lanes, and the breeze would touch your hair, kiss your face, and make you care about your world,
Okay.
your summer world. And we would count the evening stars as the day grew dark in Beechwood Park. Do you remember golden days and golden summer sun? The sound of laughter in our ears in the breeze as we would run. And the breeze would touch your hair, kiss your face, and make you care about your world, your summer world. And we would count the evening stars as the day grew dark in Beachwood Park. All roads in my mind take me back in my mind, and I can't forget you, won't forget you, won't forget those days.
Ooh, vocal effect. Distortion.
And the breeze would touch your hair, kiss your face, and make you care about your world, your summer world. And we would count the evening stars as the day grew dark in Beachwood Park. All roads in my mind take me back in my mind, and I can't forget you, won't forget you, won't forget those days. And Beachwood
All right, I love that. It's interesting. Won't forget you. This is Hung Up on a Dream.
Well, I remember yesterday, just drifting slowly through a crowded street, with neon darkness shimmering through the haze. A sea of faces rippling in the heat, and from that nameless changing crowd, a sweet vibration seemed to fill the air. I stood astounded, staring hard at men with flowers resting in their hair. Gentle love, and turned me on to sounds unheard, and showed me strangest clouded sights above, which gently touched my aching mind, and soothed the wanderings of my troubled brain. Sometimes I think I'll never find such purity and peace of mind again.
the piano. Bit psychedelic, I think. That was interesting. Not my favorite yet of the album. The other ones I liked better, but not bad for a filler track. Okay, Brief
There
Candles.
she sits, her hands are held tight around her glass. She only needs to be alone. She knows this mood will pass. To realize that she was strong and he too weak to stay. And to realize that she is better off this way. With candles in her mind, bright and tiny gems of memory. With candles burn so fine, leaves a light inside where she can see what makes it all worthwhile. Her sadness makes her smile. His alone girl fades away, left out on a limb. Finds he needs her more because she's no more need for him. He understood so very well the things she had to say. Soon he'll understand that he is better off this way. Breathe candles in her mind, bright and tiny gems of memory. Breathe candles burn so fine, leaves a light inside where she can see what makes it all worthwhile. His sadness makes him smile. In the corner, see his face. A man just sips his drink. Not one feeling does he show, far too numb to think. He does not say a single word, no word of love to say. Maybe he will soon believe he's better off this way. Breathe candles in her mind, bright and tiny gems of memory. Breathe candles burn so fine, leaves a light inside where she can see what makes it all worthwhile. Her sadness makes her smile.
Fade out. Fade out. Interesting. All right, next is Changes. So far, I like it a lot.
Now see her walk by, peppermint coat, buttoned down clothes, buttoned up high. Diamonds and stones hang from her hand. Isn't she smart? Isn't she grand? I knew her when summer was her crown, and autumn spring her voice she spoke to me. Now silver and gold, strawberry clothes, money will buy something to hold. See in her eyes, nothing will last like emerald stones and platinum. I knew her when summer was her crown, and autumn said how brown her eyes. I knew her when winter was her cloak, and spring her voice she spoke to me. Now silver and gold, strawberry clothes, money will buy something to hold. See in her eyes, nothing will last like emerald stones and platinum. I knew
Her.
when summer was her crown, and autumn said how brown her eyes. I knew
Her.
when winter was her cloak, and spring her voice she spoke to me. I knew her when summer was her crown, and autumn said how brown her eyes.
Resolve major, because that's what you do in the Renaissance as well. Minor song will always resolve major. Okay, that's what you do. That's what you do. Next. I want her, she wants me.
I close my eyes and soon I'm feeling sleepy. I sleep so easy, with nothing on my mind. And life seems kinda, I want her, she wants me. I walk downtown and as I look around me, all around me, the people smile at me. It's plain to see that I want her, she wants me. She told me to be careful if I love her. Ooh, she had given her heart once before. No, she doesn't have to worry. I would not make her sorry. There's nothing on my mind, and life seems kinda, I want her, she wants me. She told me to be careful if I love her. Ooh, she had given her heart once before. She knows she doesn't have to worry. I would not make her sorry. There's nothing on my mind, and life seems kinda, I want her, she wants me. 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 I want her, she wants me.
Okay. I want her, she wants me. All right. Seems simple. Butcher's Tale. Oh, this will be our year.
Like the warmth from the sun, and this will be our year. Took a long time to come. Don't let go of my hand now, the darkness has gone. This will be our year. Took a long time to come, and I won't forget the way you helped me up when I was down, and I won't forget the way you said, darling, I love you. You gave me faith to go on. Now we're there, and we've only just begun. This will be our year. Took a long time to come. The warmth of your smile, smile for me, little one, and this will be our year. Took a long time to come. You don't have to worry, all your worry days are gone, and this will be our year. Took a long time to come, and I won't forget the way you helped me up when I was down, and I won't forget the way you said, darling, I love you. You gave me faith to go on. Now we're there, and we've only just begun. This will be our year. Took a long time to come. And this will be our year. Took a long time to come. My, my, my.
This will be all you. I'm getting pretty good for a filler track. Like, better than most music today. Other tracks were better in the beginning, but I liked it. Ooh. Creepy. Butcher's Tale. Okay.
The butcher, yes, that was my trade, but the king's shilling is now my fee. The butcher, I may as well have stayed for the slaughter that I see. And the preacher in his pulpit, sermon go and fight, do what is right, but he don't have to hear these guns, and I bet he sleeps at night. And I can't stop shaking, my hands won't stop shaking, my arms won't stop shaking, my mind won't stop shaking. I want to go home, please let me go home, go home. And I have seen a friend of mine hang on the wire like some rag toy. Then in the heat the flies come down and cover up the boy. And the flies come down in Gomcourt, evil Mamet's Wood, and French Verdun. If the preacher, he could see those flies, wouldn't preach for the sound of guns. And I can't stop shaking, my hands won't stop shaking, my arms won't stop shaking, my mind won't stop shaking. I want to go home, please let me go home.
Wow, I like that song. Creepy World War I trauma song about being a butcher in both situations. Friends of mine.
When we're all in a crowd,
Yeah.
and you catch her eye, and then you both smile. I feel so good inside. And when I'm with her, she talks about you, the things that you say, the things that you do. It feels so good to know two people so in love, so in love. They are friends of mine, they are friends of mine, and they've got something that's so hard to find. They are friends of mine, they are friends of mine, and they've got something you don't often find. She takes your hand when the world stays outside. That's something to see, that's nothing to hide. And when I feel bad,
Me.
that's when I need you to help me believe. It feels so good to know two people so in love, so in love. They are friends of mine, they are friends of mine, and they've got something that's so hard to find. They are friends of mine, they are friends of mine, and they've got something you don't often find. It feels so good to know two people so in love, so in love. They are friends of mine, they are friends of mine, and they've got something that's so hard to find. They are friends of mine, they are friends of mine, and they've got something you don't often find.
Okay, that was fun. Jovial. Very nice. Oh, this song. Okay, so this is the single that was famous. And I know this song. All right, interesting.
It's the time of the season.
Bum, bum, bum.
Love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy.
Bum, bum, bum.
Let me try with pleasured hands to take
Hey,
you in
this
this
is love.
promised lands, to show
Hey,
you
everyone,
the time
all the seasons are lovely. Interesting.
What's your name?
Who's your daddy? Bum, bum,
Is he
bum.
rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Tell you why I really want to know.
It's the time all the seasons are lovely.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Bum, bum,
Is
bum.
he rich like me? Has he take us anytime?
Bum, bum, bum.
Show you what you need to live.
Take it in the sun.
Tell you why I really want to know.
It's the time all the seasons are lovely. fade out, huh? Organ solo fade out. What a way to end an album. Interesting. So their big hit that made the big single was the last track of the album. Interesting. For me, I feel like the first 3 songs were super, super amazing. I liked Beechwood Park. There was some in the middle where I was like, yeah, it's kind of filler, but they were still better than like the average song. What's interesting, and I definitely heard this throughout, is yes, there were some things that sounded a little bit like Pet Sounds. There were some things that sounded a little bit like the Beatles. Like once in a while, a song, I'd be like, that sounds so much like the Beatles. But for the most part, I'd say they have their own sound. Not every track sounded like the Beatles, but some tracks did sound very much like the Beatles. And a few of the harmonies was like, oh yeah, that's like so Pet Sounds. Now, of course, what I did notice is they're very into the choral harmonies. And then, of course, I just pulled up their Wikipedia. And what do you find? That they were. Some sources state that Argent, Atkinson, and Grundy were at St. Albans School, while Bluestone at the St. Albans Boys Grammar School. They both sang in the choir there at St. Etheldreda's Church. And Argent was a boy chorister in St. Albans Cathedral Choir. Okay, that is what I thought. And I mentioned that in one of the songs, it was very Renaissance vibes. Like I said, I was in a madrigal choir throughout high school, and we sang basically 1600, a lot of British stuff, some Italian, but mostly British, kind of Thomas Tallis, John Dowling, and other things like that. And there was definitely one of those songs where I was like, oh, this is straight up old British Renaissance chorale situation. It's a madrigal basically, and then of course it has its minor. It's all sad, but it always ends in, they resolved in major back then. That's just what they did. So you have a whole song in minor, and then they just ended the song in a major chord because that was what the style was. And yeah, I'd heard that influence a lot in their music, which I've said before in a video. I did say I think a lot of this 60s British music, I tried to point out the fact that England had a really strong choral tradition that you can still see if you watch any of the coronations, royal weddings, things like that. You see they have the best church choir you've ever heard in the world. Okay, that is one thing that the UK has excelled at in the Anglican Church specifically. Wow, like it's crazy. I mean, I was in the Vatican once with my choir singing Palestrina, who's Italian, similar time period, wrote for the Vatican, and singing in Latin, Tuus Petrus, and it's on the Sistine Chapel. Anyway, so I love the time period in general. Of course, Italy remaining Roman Catholic, and England, thanks to King Henry VIII, and then, of course, his daughter Elizabeth the First, who is steadfast in remaining Anglican and not reverting back to Catholicism, which was not only so he could have his divorce, but in a break from the power of the Holy Roman Empire, right? Because they were under the power. It wasn't just a church, it was an empire. So by breaking from Catholicism, they got to maintain their own power. But they also then developed a beautiful choral tradition in the Anglican Church. Anyway, so I said that once, and everyone's like, no, the British people are just influenced by blues because they were listening to blues records from America. I'm like, yes, there is definitely the Rolling Stones being influenced by the blues and the Beatles being influenced by the blues. But this album is not influenced by the blues, okay? This album is completely influenced by, it's a little psychedelic, and it's definitely more Renaissance influenced, and it's definitely all about, they are obsessed with very strong descending bass lines that use the scales. There's chromatic and major minor scales as they're descending down in these bass lines and chordal the chord progressions are very much based on these melodic lines. And that comes straight from so much Baroque and classical music. Okay. So it's very clear. I don't think there's blues influence in this album, unlike other things which have a lot of blues influence, like the Rolling Stones and many Beatles songs, and then of course Ringo's songs, which are country influenced. But yeah, I was like, this album is very much my cup of tea because it has everything I like about albums. It has everything I like about music, in that I'm a big fan and a big sucker for chord progressions that are unusual, that break away from kind of the 1-4-5-1, the 1-4-5-6-1, which we get in a lot of pop music today. And here we had progressions that would kind of follow rules, and then all of a sudden they would break into a chord you didn't expect, which is a very romantic era thing to do. Not a romantic song, but like Beethoven, starting with Beethoven into Schubert. Well, Schubert's kind of more classical, but Schumann for sure. Brahms, let's talk about Brahms. Okay, Brahms was doing all sorts of crazy chords, and he was like, and then of course going into Wagner. And yeah, so Mendelssohn. Okay, so like it's like you take a chord, it's like kind of the basic of what you'd expect in a song, and then it's like, wait, let's switch it up, and then we're gonna like randomly go up this third and resolve there, and you're like, ooh. And I loved it. They did that throughout the album. So many parts. It'd be like the descending, and it was like A-B format, because like classical is like all about parallel phrasing. So that's like da 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 da. That's the question. Then it parallel answers, it starts the same. Da 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 da. Change different. Dun 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 dun. That's the answer. So they did that in one of the songs. Well, they did in a lot of the songs, but it stood out to me in like one. I think it was the first or second song. It's like dee nee 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 nee. First line. Dee nee 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 nee. Like they like changed the. So it was like a parallel construction, but ending in like a place I didn't expect it to end. And I was like, ooh, love it. Makes my ears happy. So yeah, this is my kind of music. This is what I like, and this is everything I don't like about. Everything I like about this is what I don't like about blues bass rock. I don't like the simplicity of blues bass rock. I don't like when they just do a 12 bars progression, because I enjoy so much more when they come up with these weird ways to resolve a chord, like the progression. So they come up with a different way to do it that surprises me and makes my brain happy. And I go, ooh, that was interesting. When it's the blues and it's too predictable, I like blues when it also changes, because blues can do that too. It doesn't have to straight up follow the 12 bar blues. So when it does change it up, I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. But when it doesn't change it up and it just stays strictly to the 1-4-1, 5-4-1, I'm like, I can't. Okay. So this to me is just so much more compelling. I was not bored this entire album, and I get really bored in many a blues album. I tend to zone out and just get really like, oh God, I just want to fall asleep. And Yoshis have to like keep me awake. They're like, Mom, wake up, whatever. Here today, I was not at all bored. I didn't even start like ADDing out. I wasn't like, oh, let me search something on the internet. No, I was just straight up listening because I was very pulled in. So that's my reaction to the Zombies. Thank you for requesting this. This came from someone who is not a usual requester. I have my benefactors now who are just eating it up. They love it that they have benefactor access to requests while no one else does. And some of them have put in like 6 things, which I appreciate. But what I do is I go like, if one person has put in 6, another person's put in 5, another person's put in 6, whatever, I go like one of you, one of you, one of you, one of you. Then I go back to the second one of that person, you know, I make it fair, like go between people. So then this request came in, and this was someone that hasn't even done a request before. And I was like, ooh, a Zombies album. I was like, that sounds intriguing. I was like, 1960, whatever, I think it's 68, I just said. 1968, what do you got? Then, you know, that's a line from the musical Hair. In the beginning of I Got Life, it's like, 1968, what do you got? May I ask? And then they're like, I got life, mother. I got laugh, sister. I got freedom, brother. I got good times, man. Anyway, so that is my reaction to this beautiful album. I really, 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 really liked it. And I never say that many reallys on anything. Okay. So, and I didn't realize time for a season, I thought it was a Motown song, seriously. Until today, whenever that song came up, I was like, oh, that's probably like a Motown song by an African American band. Seriously, to this day, I always thought that it's a time for the seasons. I thought it was a Motown song with African American singers. Okay, so I was very surprised to find that at the end of this album, after hearing a whole album of like choral influenced, very. It kind of makes sense though with the dun 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 dun, and then also the dun 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 dun, right? That little descending line. They did that descending line in other songs too, and I was like, okay, it does make sense. And the harmony, I do see how it fits in, but it definitely stands out as a very unique thing compared to the rest of the songs on this album. And I could see why, therefore, it became very popular generally and withstood the period, you know, it withstood the test of time. Whereas not everyone is into kind of slightly psychedelic, but more progressive, light, early Beach Boys-ish, British choral, kind of Beatles, but not zombies. Okay, so that's my overall assessment of it based on just what I know. I can only relate things to what I know. People always go, why do you relate everything to the Beatles? It's like, because I grew up with the Beatles as a baseline. I listened to Help all the way through whatever, right before the White Album. I barely heard songs from the White Album, but everything from Help until the White Album, I essentially knew every single Beatles song. And that's what I grew up with. So my sonal soundscape from that time period is only and can only be related to the Beatles. That's just my reference point. So, and of course I had some Beach Boys songs. Back it up, but it's gonna shut you down. And I didn't hear Pet Sounds until high school. I mainly just heard the Beach Boys songs like Surfer Girl, in my room, surfing safari, and anything about surfing USA, surfing safari, California Girls, all of those songs. And then I didn't hear Pet Sounds until high school. And then I maybe I was at the end of high school. It was when like Love Actually came out and they had God Only Knows What I'd Be Without You. That was actually my freshman year of college, I think. And I then was like, ooh, Pet Sounds is really good. But I had not heard it before that. I just heard the like beachy Beatles stuff, like, the Deuce Coupe. I would say that's like California surfer rock. This album, Zombies, way more cool than like the early Beach Boys surfer rock 141, whatever, 151, bleh, okay? But this is more my cup of tea, but Pet Sounds became more like this, if that makes sense. But I think Pet Sounds was 1966. Maybe I'm wrong. It's not like me. Let's look it up. Pet Sounds year. Yep, 1966. Ah, you got it, Erica. So I would be shocked to know if these guys, the Zombies, did not hear Pet Sounds. I think they heard Pet Sounds and then they recorded this album. Just to be clear. And let's see what else. Beatles albums by year. They definitely probably heard, this is 68. They probably didn't even hear Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by then, but they definitely probably heard Rubber Soul. They probably heard Help and Rubber Soul. I'm just thinking of like these by year. Hard Day's Night. Hold on. Let's go through the years. Okay, Revolver, 1966. They probably for sure heard Help. They heard Rubber Soul. They heard Revolver. Maybe they heard Sgt. Pepper's. And then that. But I do think that is influencing this as well. But yeah, that's my assessment. I hope you enjoyed that. It's kind of very thorough and a lot, but I liked it a lot. Maybe one of my most favorite albums I've listened to. So thank you for requesting that. And I hope to hear what you guys think about it. More importantly, what does this mean to you? What's your favorite song on the album? What are some things I didn't notice or I noticed incorrectly at my first listen? I'd be very curious to know. So thank you all, and I'll see you guys soon on my next video. Please subscribe. Please watch out for my form. If it opens up, if it says request form and then it's open, you can just request without being a benefactor or a premium member. But if not, you'll have to become a member to request for now, because that's how I keep requests to a limited pace. And let's mark off this Zombies song. And then, oh wow, another Steely Dan album request just came in. Wow, all the things that happen while I'm reacting, and like emails come in, tips come in. I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? And that's not me. I'm a na 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 na. That's on Pet Sounds, and that's not me. I'm girl. And then he sings a little nasal, and it's one girl. You guys should listen to my Pet Sounds reaction, or you can listen to my full Beatles sing-along albums, where I basically sing along to every Beatles album that I know, and then I go to the ones that I don't know, because I really didn't listen to much before Help. I knew Hard Day's Night a little bit, but I didn't really know the other ones, like Beatles for Sale and that other one, whatever, with the Beatles. I don't know. Just listen to my Beatles reactions. They're entertaining if you can handle me singing. And sometimes I can't hear myself, and therefore I'm singing off key. But just so you know, I am a trained opera singer and musical theater singer, and I work as a voice teacher for a living. I can actually sing. You just have to seek out my singing videos. Anyway, I like to troll you guys a little bit. Okay, thank you all, and goodbye.